Hey, what's happening everyone? Tom here. I've got a Kali yoga video for you today. Before we get to that, make sure you hit like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get to it. All right, we're gonna look at two poses today. The first one's gonna really help with opening up through the hips and also working some coordination. I'll show you the classical variation of that one, and then we'll do a standing pose that really stretches through the side body, open up your rib cage, your breathing. It can really help with endurance in your training and also your coordination. Let's do the classical variation first. So figure four here. Go ahead and sink your hips down, pull your knee all the way up. Now make sure you got your weight all the way over that foot, cross it over. Now flex your toes, push your hips back like you're doing a kettlebell swing or hinging your hips, and then draw your hands right in front of your chest here. So from here you want to be pushing the ankle back, sinking the hips back, and really working the balance here. Bring the hands right in front of the chest. If this is too much on your shoulders, you can always bring them down for a little bit of balance or push them out in front of you for some more support. Stay here for a couple of breaths. You should feel this in the right outer hip. Still really digging your toes down with the standing leg, and also make sure you're breathing. Then when you exhale, bring it all the way over, and then real quick, let's do the other side. Do it with me. I'm gonna give you a different angle here. Sink the hips down, pull the right knee up, catch your balance, and then cross that foot over, drop the hips down. Bring the palms out or right in front of your chest, and then find your balance here. These poses are super good because especially when we're training a lot of footwork, you gotta make sure you're able to transition through the stances and really get your coordination working here. And then when you exhale, go ahead and cross it over, shake it out if you need to, then grab one of your sticks. So same method here, we pull it up, pull your knee up, cross it over. Now immediately punch the stick out and then shoot your arms right in front. Shoulder and wrist are in alignment, you're pushing that forward here. Squeeze the stick if you need to for balance. Keep the hips sinking down. If you're having trouble balancing here, you can always bring the stick out to the side and catch that ankle for a minute and then bring that all the way up. And then cross it over here. Switch the sides. I'm going to switch the angle here so you can see it. So sink it down, pull the knee up, cross it over, and then sink the hips down. Punch the stick out in front of you, keep the chest back and broad, and a couple of breaths here. Let your jaw relax, stay focused, looking forward. And then as you exhale, cross it over. Next one is side angle pose. So for this one, it's gonna be a standing pose. Really work with the coordination here, strengthen through the legs, get some grounding in your environment. So we're gonna turn the right toes out, almost kind of like a lunge. Keep the back toes turned in slightly. Now knee is right over the ankle. Classical variation, fingertips come down on the outside of the foot. If you need to walk the foot in, that's totally fine. If you feel like you're stuck, pull the chest up by pushing the fingertips down. Take a breath in, shoot your arm up, and then as you exhale, start to reach your fingertips up and over. Notice I'm flipping my palm down, pinky finger is down, and I'm looking up toward the ceiling here. So I'm not dipping my way forward, I'm pushing into my feet, making sure my legs are nice and strong. Now as you exhale, bring that hand back to the hip, push into your feet, and then we're gonna switch the sides. I'll switch it so you can see it on the other side. Left toes forward, bend that front knee, come out to the hips, and then place that palm down. Make sure your feet are grounded, shoot the arm overhead, and then as you exhale, start to reach forward. So try not to just hinge into your hips. If you feel stuck here, pull the hips back, push into your feet, and then stretch the arm overhead. Super good for opening this whole line, the side body here. Reach through your fingertips. And then push into your feet as you exhale, come back up. Now how do we get more leverage in this pose? How do we find more leverage here? Grab your sticks. Starting with the right side again. We're gonna drop this out. Front stick, bring into reverse grip. Put it on the outside of the foot, just where you put the fingertips. This back stick will be just how you normally grab a stick. We're gonna use this front stick for leverage here. So make sure you cap that, get some leverage, and bend into the knee. Shoot the arm overhead, kind of like you're thrusting overhead here. Get a nice long line of energy. And now use that front stick for leverage. That way you can really pull that foot in if you need to go a little bit further out, or bring it closer to your shoulder. So I'm really pushing through that, getting this nice side body stretch. Spin your rib cage open. And then as you exhale, just as we came out in the other variation, switch the sides. Now left toes will be forward here. Bend into that front knee. Find your base with the front stick. We're gonna shoot that one all the way up and over. And again, use that front stick as leverage. Use it as support here. You don't want to dump all of your weight into it, but use it to lift your chest. Use the sticks to your advantage. You already got sticks on your trained collie, so shoot that arm up. And then exhale, just come back to a normal stance. Shake it out if you need to. So we got two variations of this here. We got the figure four, more the classical variation, and you see how start to kind of spice it up with the collie, using the sticks as leverage. Side angle, same thing. You got the grounding of the standing posture, and then we start to move that into the collie, using the leverage of the sticks. All right, so thanks for joining me for this video to get a little sneak peek of the Collie Yoga. If you guys want to see my whole course here, it's available on colliecenter.training, the new training platform, where you got tons of poses like this, with the strength, the structure, active recovery, so you can keep your training for a long time here. Again, subscribe to the Collie Center YouTube channel, and I'll talk to you guys soon.